Now let's take a look at the global CPVC market. The demand for CPVC has been steadily increasing due to its superior thermal and the chemical resistance, making it preferred material in plumbing application, fire and sprinkler, and the industrial application globally. Worldwide CPVC manufacturing capacity are here on the chart. You can see from the Epigral is the third largest CPVC resin manufacturer, and further we are doubling our capacity, which will enable Epigral to be the globally largest CPVC manufacturer by FY 2027. This is the global CPVC resin manufacturing capacities continent-wise. Only China, we have considered only the operating capacities because it is very difficult to find out the exact capacity of the China, what capacity they are running, because they have a multi-purpose plant in the CPVC resin manufacturing. So you can see from the chart that India is having a 95,000 metric ton capacity out of 455,000 metric ton capacity, which is 21% of entire world capacity today. USA is having a 98,000 ton, which is 22% of the global capacity. Europe is having a 14%, which is 63,000 tons per annum capacity. Going forward, in USA is running at almost USA and Europe. The plant is running at the 60% capacity right now because of the lower utilization, mainly because of the high feedstock cost and the lower demand. So going forward, as India's capacity is increasing, demand is increasing, many players will add more capacity going forward, and India will be the 50% of the world capacity by end of FY 2027. See, CPVC in India is the fastest growing market in the world. Let's understand the success behind the story in the next few slides.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be here for the second time. I remember last year when I was here for the first time, I was somewhere after Reliance and PVC, and it felt good for CPVC to make an entry into this conference. And today, sitting with Maulik, Ganapathy, and Partha, it's amazing that we made our presence felt. So feel much proud to be here, and thank you for everybody who has made this happen for us in the CPVC space. I don't know, how are the slides changing? So is there a slide changer somewhere? I think it walked off with the speaker. Right, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. So this is what happens. The speaker took away something. All right, so I think we heard some of this. So I'm going to try and see what we didn't hear. But I'm also going to reiterate a few things. When Lubrizol first entered the country, almost 25 years ago, there was no CPVC. As inventors and innovators of CPVC, we've had the daunting task to make this presence felt for a long time until we had more company for ourselves. Of course, the consumers, very discerning consumers, have had the opportunity to understand at a very high level, just to talk about it, what CPVC means for us, whether it's from a corrosion perspective, whether it's from an ease of installation perspective, and we're thinking not just about what it means for the pipe manufacturers, but across the entire value chain, all the way to the plumbers, for whom anything that helps them save time and energy is important. And I think that's been the journey we've been on with Lubrizol, with CPVC in the Indian market. And yes, it's been a great growth story, and as we already heard, it's expected to be a great growth story. In fact, earlier today, my very esteemed leader from Reliance talked about, CPVC, and it was heartening to see how even Reliance is looking at what this market could mean like. So there's nothing stopping us at Lubrizol in terms of the growth that we can make happen for this space. Today,
And thank you for inviting me, and it's a privilege, Nidhi, to be here. Thank you, sir. I'm not going to talk about PVC, CPVC, UPVC, so must be wondering that coming to a vinyl conference and not talking about those, what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the people who make it happen, okay? For me, it's a very important thing because we can talk about machines, we can talk about molecules, but if you don't have the right people to do that, I don't think we'll be successful. So next 10-15 minutes, we'll talk about that. I know I'm standing between you and the lunch, so I'll keep it short so that we can take some time for the question answers. Yeah. So why are we talking about talents today? Because as I said, if you don't have the people, if you don't have the right people or the right trained people, okay, we can have the best of the machines, we can have the best of the molecules, but nothing is going to happen. As leaders, we are almost nothing without our people, and I strongly believe in that. A lot of people say that customer first. Okay, my belief is that people first, because if you take care of your people, they will take care of your customers, not the other way around. So that's why we spend a lot of time on managing our people to take them to the next level, to educate them, and so on and so forth. Be it growth, be it profitability, be it sustainability, we can talk about anything under the sun, but it all happens through our people. So for us, it is all about having the right people, the right mindset, and not the other way around. So if you have the right people, they take care of the customers and further go. Now, let's look at how the industry is evolving, or how the world is evolving. Okay?
Ms. Bhavana Bindra.
Managing Director for India, Middle East and Africa, Lubrizol.
And to Mr. Partha Basu, Managing Director, Aliaxis, India.
Request Mr. Arvind Mehta, Governing Council Chairman, IPMA, to please come on the dais and hand over Mr. Sudarshan Ganapathy his memento, please. He also heads the AMTech, which already has trained about 640 polymer students. That's a feat in itself. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to our lunch break for the day one of the 12 Vinyl India International PVC and Chloralkali Business Summit. And where do we eat, Ramya?
Yes, Nidhi. So for all our partners, association and media, we request you to proceed to the stall area behind for your lunch. For all our delegates, request you to proceed to the pre-function area for lunch. And for all our speakers, room number 301, and our team is there to usher you to the room